Rob the place of every fuck boy. I want every disc on my desk.
You know, after reviewing Diet Great Pretender, I think it would only be fitting to follow up with that full flavor shit. I'm talking all the additives, artificial flavors, colorings, high fructose corn syrup, everything. I want my shit to be fucked up by the end of this video. And of course I watched season 1 back when it first came out because I got recommended that Meanwhile in America video that apparently a quarter of the population of planet Earth watched. This video isn't even funny. What? Is this anime a government psyop? I can still picture myself now. I had that feeling wash over me that usually only happens when I see a good character design. I felt compelled to watch whatever this is after I heard the name. Then I watched it, and I can't remember anything except that bitch singing.
Was good to know ya. Was good to know ya. Was good to know ya. But I believe someday soon I'll learn to overcome it. The stars will heal, hope will bloom.
What kind of Jedi mind trick shit is going on here? Did Netflix really need the money that bad? So that's why it's convenient, actually, that there's a new ONA. Honestly, I would have made this video sooner if this thing wasn't the anime equivalent of a tree falling in the woods and no one being there to hear it. Before they announced it, though, I had decided there wasn't enough content to review this show, but now that they threw me another ration, I can document my thoughts right here. That way I don't have to rewatch the show all over again to remind myself how I feel about it. And when this Doctor Who villain type magic tries to work again, this video will be the equivalent of, like, in a horror game, when you find one of those convenient-ass audio files archiving what happened right before the mystery started. I'm scared, man. I don't know if I want to do this.
Oh, yes, I'm the great pretender.
Great Pretender follows Great Pretender as he pretends greatly with his team of other people who are slightly worse at pretending. And along the way, they meet the precise people they need for each of them to trigger every single flashback you need to understand their backstories. And that sounds like me shitting on them, but no, there's actually an in-universe reason for it. They thought of everything, just as long as your definition of everything can be rounded up. It's a very thematic show in that way. It's a bunch of con artists conning each other into conning the people they never knew they needed to meet. And the whole time the show is conning you into thinking it's not gonna happen again until it does. That's really my best explanation if you want to go into it as blind as possible. Except don't, actually. I have to make a chart for you first. See, you got multiple different arcs here. Arc 1, one of the best 5-episode runs in anime history. Arc 2, some stupid plane shit, please don't watch this. Arc 3, the art heist, this one in particular has one of my favorite still frames in anime history. Arc 4, the ending. And Arc 5, the actual ending. So as you can see, on account of the show dividing itself up, you've kind of got an anime movie-length deck builder on your hands here. Arc 2 and 3 are self-contained enough that you can choose your own adventure there. And if you choose to watch just the good arcs, you'll have a great time. And if not, I hope you like watching characters silently holding up ballet medals.
Do you still hate him?
But I don't want you to think these heists are just copy-paste, here's the mission brief, and then we do the mission. I like the running gag of the main character always saying he's out of the game for good, and then whatever job he's doing is actually just a setup, so he'll be exactly where they need him to help with whatever target they're after. I appreciate them going out of their way to spice things up each time like that. It's a good way to sell this show's sense of humor, which will be important in a second. Also, I finally get to use this GTA San Andreas meme in a video, because it's how the main character acts every time he thinks he's not gonna get tricked into another heist.
After 5 years on the East Coast, it's time to go home.
This this anime gets 500 out of 10 extra points just for giving me that opportunity, because like what other anime would have more perfectly fit that? And yeah, obviously huge props to the animation, it's absolutely gorgeous. It speaks for itself, I'm not gonna waste your time gushing over the shit, you're more than capable enough of doing that on your own without listening to me. Definitely look forward to more anime reviews on the other series adapted by Law by Mike, that guy always makes the best looking Japanese animation.
Is smashing baddies in your car actually legal?
Oh, never mind. It's Wit Studio. I mean, same shit. It's basically, they stole Law by Mike's animation style is what I'm trying to say. That's the thing about this show, it's not afraid to tell you its influences straight up, and I appreciate that, because boy howdy are there a fuck ton of them. It's a perfect example of a show not being set in a fantasy universe taking advantage of the fact, though. And if you're a cinephile type of person who likes your characters a little more Quentin Tarantino, this shit is a must-watch. Speaking of Tarantino, we've also got an award-winning soundtrack, and by award-winning soundtrack, I of course mean I'm gonna empty the fucking chamber if I have to listen to this rap song again.
Now let me tell you about these streets. It's hard trying to come up. Every day, everybody's scheming for a come up. I'm trying to make cheese.
Let's see what else. Oh, they go to Jeffrey Epstein's wacky waving inflatable arm flailing kidnapped children warehouse and emporium. And the plan is the main character is gonna pose as an auctioneer or announcer or whatever. And when I tell you he does a little too good of a job, it's like the English dub alone.
Next, we have entry number 3. Cohen, 15 years old, from Thailand. He's skinny with nice, long limbs.
Now, I'm not saying I purchase Thailanders and keep them as slaves or anything like that, but hypothetically, assuming I did, how are long limbs a selling point? That scene was from Arc 4, which is honestly a little far-fetched. Like, by that point, they were basically hoping if you had made it that far into the show, you wouldn't bat an eye at it anyway. And I'm gonna bleep this out so only people who have already seen the show know what I'm talking about, because for once I actually care about spoiler etiquette. But yeah, the part where they their dicks on the boat is stupid. Like, the entire process of getting someone that close to the target without anyone noticing requires some serious suspension of disbelief. But I also think they performed the balancing act of the occasional tongue-in-cheek plot fuckery better than most entries into the genre. Stuff like the building collapsing at the end of episode 22 isn't supposed to be taken so damn literally. But don't think for a second that means they can get a free pass on any actual bullshit. Because now that it's spoiler time, I fear that we can't hold back anymore.
Mixed race couple?
This shit look nasty as fuck!
Arby's, we have the meat.
So there's this girl that dies at the end of a flashback arc explaining I don't have a joke for this guy's backstory, but then they show in the final episode post-credit scene that she's alive. Cut to black. Fuck you. And just so we're clear, whenever I'm talking about characters having plot armor in every video I have made and every video I ever do, this is the type shit I'm talking about. The difference being, this is a show where every character is a con artist. They fake their deaths like twice per episode. But fast forward 3 years and we finally get Arc 5. And I'm sorry, but there's no other way to say this. It's basically just filler. Now, obviously, I'm not mad. I mean, come on, why would I be mad? Now, see, mad doesn't even begin to describe my reaction, so it wouldn't be very accurate whatsoever for me to say that, now would it? To have this as the follow-up is stupid as fuck because it proves that the resources were there to make a direct sequel in the first place. Either have a proper follow-up to Season 1, or don't have anything at all. Primarily with the girl coming back, if you're not gonna reunite her with the rest of the main cast as soon as possible, then I can't get behind resurrecting her. Which, yes, is a jab at Season 1 for even setting it up in the first place. But no, this ONA is officially known as an intermission, which is a little something I like to call permission to be boring as fuck. Pointless character introduction after pointless character introduction. Then you look down, you're like, okay, I got 21 minutes left. There's no way they could have more pointless characters to introduce. Nope, there they are, fuck me. What we're gonna do is we're gonna introduce the Joker 3/4 in. Everyone's gonna be asleep anyways, why even bother trying? I'm serious, if you ever have trouble sleeping, just watch any scene with this mob boss guy. You will hit, I'm talking, you're gonna wake up ready to win the fucking Olympics. You're gonna wake up looking like Popeye, you're gonna sleep so good. I mean, there is a brief cameo with Mr. Pretender himself at the beginning and then his dad later on, but that's about it. Then obviously the final 30 seconds are set up for what we actually wanted to see, which is a Season 2 with everyone reunited. Unless that Season 2 involves some kind of romance between Great Pretender and the Ragamuffin Girl. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I could sniff out a little bit of them trying to set up something like that in Season 1 and I wasn't having it. I think they could easily ruin a big comeback with a side plot like that. And no, this has nothing to do with me being jealous of anime characters getting more bitches than me / me never reviewing romance anime. We all know my standards for romance anime are simply so high that nothing could ever hope to meet them.
Surely you have to go to the restroom at some point during a 7-day stretch.
There's no need to go anywhere. I use plastic bottles.
Just then, the king felt true fear for the first time.
And just as easily as those credits roll, Wit Studio rides off into the sunset like the cowboys of legend. They will never again have the time to make a new season of this show because they're starting One Piece over from scratch for some fucking reason. 30 years from now, when they're finally done with that shit, the employees who are passionate about Great Pretender will have either died, retired, or gone senile, all to appease the only man who actually matters in this world, Eiichiro Oda. Truly, the main character of life. Again, they had 3 options. Option 1, be realistic and don't tease the second season at all because nothing is guaranteed and just cut the end credits scene off the final episode entirely. In this scenario, you're looking at an 8 out of 10. Option 2, this ONA never gets made and we just skip to where we are right now waiting to see if there's ever gonna be a season 2. And option 3, make an ONA that reunites the fan base after 3 years for essentially no reason. Just to edge us for an hour and a half and then be like, nah bro, this next season, though? Gone are the days where the buffer between season 1 and 2 that isn't long enough to be its own season is actually good. Wait a minute. What's that? Oh shit. It's a Chainsaw Man movie with the exact same runtime as this ONA. Whoa, what a coincidence. I also waited 3 years for this. And it's good. It doesn't ruin my faith in the franchise. Ah, shit, well, never mind. Yeah, this just sucks. I guess I was going too easy on them. I apologize for that. Usually I'm right about everything, especially when that thing happens to be Death Note. L and Light never fight once because they don't need to. That show accomplishes the goals of being a legitimately suspenseful thriller without choreography. So what, I'm rating the franchise as a whole? I said the best case scenario with what we've got is an 8 out of 10 if they never made this. So how many points does this ONA chip off, you might ask? 1. I'm feeling nice today. 1. Goodbye.
I listened to him constantly using the N-word. That's the N-word. And he's constantly using